we can go back to.
Okay, so welcome, SARS. So we are going to go through the process of land. We want to look at real estate, how to buy land at cheaper costs. So this is the website, cosls.org. So this is the Commission of State Lands for the state of Arkansas. So which one? The one we are looking is the state of Arkansas. So they always have like in-person auction. The properties that they were not able to sell at the auction, they will now bring it to what they call post-auction sales. So the post-auction sales is the one that we look at. So once you click on that, you'll be able to register. It's free to register. They just need some few information. So if you click on register, they need the name, address. You just have a card on file. You need a means of identification. So once you register, you now have an account. With your account, that's how you can have access to the properties they have. So registered, you click on view auctions. So that's where we want to see. So it is two. There are two of these things. Number one is all. All is all the different properties that are available currently that they have. This is massive. It's about almost 3,000 plus. That they have not been able to, they have taken them to the auction, they couldn't sell it, so they will bring it here. So the way this one works is that all is the auction, the property that they have not been able to sell. And then they will show the dates they added it here. So these are the dates that they have added. Some have been added since 2021. Nobody has bidded for it. So these are all this. So if then it will show you the current bid price. This is the current price they are bidding this property now. This is the starting bid, $100, $100. They have added this one since 2021. So if I want to check this property now, some of them are foreclosed property. So if we show interest in it, it will now start going through, I believe, a 30 days period. I think it's 30 days. It will be a 30 days period. This is just all. We'll go through a 30 days period. So if I click on the map to see what kind of property it is, this is the current bid on it.
How much is the current bid on it? My screen is very small.
Yeah, most times it will always start small because nobody has initiated the bid. Okay. Nobody has started it. It's just once they initiate bid, other people will now begin to see the property. But I don't usually go to that one because unless you want to start one and just
leave it.
I always go to ongoing auction. Ongoing auction is the auction that is already in process. They have already initiated it. And then you will also see the end date. They have initiated it to start. This one is starting June 11. It's ending July 10. So I always look at the end date. If anytime I want to bid, I look at the end date. And then I'll look at the current bid. So like this one now, this one showing 6,000, that's the current bid. I can guarantee that is definitely going to be a house. That is not just going to be a land. So if you check it now, go to data source, and then I'll scroll down. You see, it's showing me a map or a picture of it already. That it's not just a land, it's a house. So anytime you see anyone that is big, high, it's most always a house. Most land is very small. So, but I'll still go through that. We'll use that as an example. So what I do always is I don't just want to wait for a period, unless I see something that I've done a research on. I see that, okay, this one is cool, I want to target it. What I do is I want to see what is ending soon. Which one is ending soon? So if you go, I just click up here, it will sort it and show me the one that is ending today. Like this one is today. This one we saw, this one with 6,000 is ending today. Now, the auction always ends 8 o'clock my time. That will be 9 o'clock your time. So we might be able to see one as the auction is going. I'll just enter just to see. So we might be able to find one to auction. So the process is, I'll copy. So the first thing to do is come to ongoing, sort so that you see the one that is expiring either today, I mean, maybe a week before or something, so that you can be positioned. All right. These are the one ending. Remember, the first one I say is all. When you go to all, if you initiate one, it will go through a 30 days period. So this one here, they have moved it from all to ongoing because it's already ongoing. Somebody has initiated it. So you see, when they initiated this one is May 20, but the ending is June 18, which is today. So I always wait for the one they have initiated, or unless if I have time, I can go and search for my own and initiate it. But you can wait you can just join here. So the one ending today. So the thing to do is that I don't know anything about the property. So how do I get information about the property? There are 3 ways. First thing is to check where they put map here. This map will show you just a little information about how the property is sitting. At least you can see that, okay, from this little map, I can see a street here. I can see houses around it. You can also zoom a little just to see what is showing. I can see how many acres is showing is 0.16 acre. Then if I go to data source, or whatever they call that, I can see the name of the owner. Then I can see the address of the property here. Are you seeing it? Yeah. I can see the information about the property in a little way, like estimated market value. Land is worth 4,000, building is worth, I can see just few information there. Sometimes they will do pictures like this to show you the details of the property. So, but what we do really is that I want to know more about the property. What is he on a flood zone? Does he have what we call access? Because it's important that you don't just buy anyhow, buy property that have access. Then another thing I will do, I will click on bid to check if there is what we call a lien on the property. So when I click on bid, it will show me a little more about the property. So you see that the current taxes owned on these properties are 6,000 plus. That's why it is high. The bid is high. Then I want to check if there is a lien. What is a lien? A lien is saying that there are other people that is claiming right over the property. So there are some liens that are bank lien, so that even if you buy it, you are still going to be paying the bank whatever the owner owes them. So I want to make sure that the best one is make sure there is no lien. If there is no lien, nobody is holding right on it. Another one is some of them might have some lien that is maybe just water, state tax and things like that. So if you see those ones, they are still fine. You still just pay. The money is always not much. When you finish buying it, maybe $20, $50, whatever the amount they owe on that state tax or things. But the best one is no lien at all.
No lien.
No lien at all, because lien is another thing. So once I see that, the next thing I want to do is I want to go and check external sources. What can I get as information on this particular property? So remember where we are, ongoing auction. I want to see the one ending today. We are still inspecting this one. So I will copy the parcel number. This thing called parcel number is like a social security number for property. So another thing is that when I click on the map, he was able to give me address. Some of them, they won't have address. So when I copy the number like that, the parcel number, there is a website called PropWire. PropWire is free. We have another one called LandGlide. LandGlide. Pastor Felix, are you on the computer or you are using the phone?
I'm using the phone.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm trying to log on to the computer because I'm familiar to this point. At least you
know. So I wanted to show LandGlide if somebody can.
I'm trying to see if I can log in.
Okay. Yeah. They give you free trial because LandGlide shows more deeper information than PropWire. So what I do again is I copy the parcel number, I come to PropWire, paste it here, and then it will show me properties that are connected to this parcel number. Now, because this parcel number was showing me address, I want to verify if the address, because you see that one was showing us two addresses. So this is 440 God Bold is the address. So I want to see that, 440 God Bold. Can you see that?
Yes.
So once I click on it, this will now give me more details of what the property is looking like. What is the value of the property? You know, I told you that there is definitely a building on that property. But this is where I see a problem. The building is 910 square feet. It's just maybe a mobile building. It's not really. You see, the square feet, the living area is 910. 910. That's very small. That's just for the building. Then you will see the square feet of the land. You see, is 6,000 square feet, 6,900 square feet. That is the total space of the land itself. This is one thing I want to check. What is the flood zone? You don't want to buy flood zone. So if you say minimal flood hazard, that is good. That means there is not, it's not at risk of flood.
It's not a waterlogged area.
So you can get some, what is the current market value and value of the land. So here now, what I have done is to come and check furthermore information about the property that I couldn't get here. The next thing I will do to further confirm the information, I will go to Google. I will copy the address of the property, place it on Google, so that I can view the area.
Okay.
So first thing, I see it on Zillow, I will open it. I see it on Google, I will click on the street view. So it's called street view. I want to see the area. You see now? Now with street view, I can see how the area looks like.
Okay.
Two things I'm looking at. Are there other houses around the area?
Okay.
Because that is going to make it easy for the property to easily increase in value. Number two thing is that it makes it easier for property to have access to utility. I can see that there is already electricity. Can you see? I can see that there is house. So since there is house, there is definitely water source.
Okay.
There is a house around here. Number three things. So three things you are checking. Number one is utility. Number two is, are there other buildings so that it enhances value? Number three, you are checking what we call access. Access is road. There are some property that are dead end. You can't get, even you can't get inside it. So is there access, which is showing us here that there is a road that goes straight to the property. So again, the third step is copy the address, put it on Google, and then look at what we call the street view. So the street view will show you there is access. This is a good property. But there is a little problem that I'm seeing, which is now the value. So if I go to Zillow, the property is the same, the square feet of the house, and all of these other things. But when I look at the assessed value, it's 5,950. Current bidding is already 6,000. So if I buy this property, even if I don't bid, if I buy it for 6,000, it's the current value of that property is less than the sales amount. So it's going to, it doesn't make sense to me because it's not going to be profitable for me to sell it immediately. And you know that the building on that place is already that dilapidated. It's not going to be a building. So I avoid such kind of properties. So let's look at, you see this one, that you see 18 people already on this one. 18 people. You see the price is, the bidding price is 215. Let's quickly dive into it and see if we can get information. So remember the first thing, I check the map. I check the bid. Second thing, why am I checking the bid? I want to see if there is a lane. There is no lane. So that's good. I check the map if I can see any information that can help me.
Which one is that, Pastor? Which one are you looking at?
This is the 175, 175, 129,370. That was the number. It doesn't have number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Sort it by end date.
But okay.
So you see that this one doesn't bring address. Some of them will not have address like that. So I need to now depend on other things to check. So I have to go back, copy the parcel number. Remember, I will go back to PropWire. Yeah. Put the, so that's why I said that sometimes PropWire will not be able to locate the property.
When you know result.
Because it couldn't locate it. So sometimes I have to depend on
Google.
Landglide. No, Landglide.
Landglide. Okay.
But I think I've utilized all my Landglide opportunity. Let me see here if I can put Landglide. I want to see if we can bid for one today.
So on Landglide, we only have 7 days.
7 days free trial, but you can use different emails.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's one thing about Landglide. So I don't know if you can see my computer. You can see this place. So this is how Landglide works. So sometimes also on Landglide, we couldn't find the details. So such ones, I don't waste my time because I can't see the property. And if I can't see it, I'm going to be bidding on the, I'm just going to be bidding blindly. So let me go to another one, like this one that is already 260. Let me see if I can get any information on it. It doesn't come here. Landglide, it doesn't come there too. Then I want to check, does it have address? Do I have address for it? So this is really where the work is the research to see, because you can't see the property, you are not in that state. You can't go there. So this is the way you have to do your own research to view how you can protect yourself from, getting into a black market. So I observed that, I will show you later now. From my little observation over time, most of them that always showed like foreclosure like this, those ones that show foreclosure like this, it's always difficult to find the address. That's my observation. So most times it doesn't come with those ones that show foreclosure like that. It's difficult to see the address. So I try to avoid them.
Okay.
But so let's check this one now. This one, today is 18, this one is 285. Let me see again. You see, this one brought out information. This one is the tile law. So if I choose the map, let me see the bid. On the map, here also, it doesn't show me the address. On the bid, it doesn't have a link, all right? So let me copy the parcel number to PropWire. This is how it's looking on PropWire. This might not be true because that value is too high.
Well, Pastor is saying the mailing address is Chicago.
So the mailing address is the address of the owner. We are not going to use the mail. You are going to look at the property address.
Oh, okay. Property information.
Yeah. So it will be based on the property information.
So is it the one that says legal, New Helena lot?
Yeah, the one that says legal, yes.
Okay.
So it's not bringing me. I can't also get information here that will help me search for this property well. So I might skip it. Also, let me see here. Yeah, I can't see any information that can make it easier for me to bid on that one. Let me see this one. So the bulk of the work is actually the research.
The research.
Yeah, because that's the only way you can get access to the right information about property you want to bid for. Right. So it looks to me that these guys are just
bidding blindly.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't care. So let me see this one.
So Pastor, there's this 255 one too.
Which
is it 34 bits?
What's the parcel number?
34 bits on it.
34 bits.
Already on it.
But that one is for tomorrow.
Chico Ilochi or something. Yeah, this one is for tomorrow. One day.
It's for that one is for tomorrow.
Okay. So 34 people already on it.
Monticello. Yeah, I could see why they are on that one. You see? Number one, you see the acre. The acreage is good. The acreage is good. There is no lien on it. Did I check the lien? Yeah, there is no lien on it. And then when you now go to, let me put this one on Blind Glide. Monticello. So, Colin, you see this is a big lot. Then you can see access. Access is there. And then you see that the market value is 9,000.
9,000.
That's the market value of that property.
When is it? It's ending tomorrow.
Yeah, that one is for tomorrow. So now if I copy the address and we go to Google, see, there is a property on it.
This property is beautiful. What's the current bid on it now?
255.
The current bid is just 255.
And it's ending tomorrow. So, only more war. 8 p.m. Only more war 3,000.
So what they are doing is saying, so they want to embark on fire. Wọ́n ṣe ń bára wọn fà yẹn sí. Tó bá dọ̀là gangan ni iṣẹ́ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀. So they will pretend, some people will pretend as if, okay, I'm not interested in this thing. Kumalo. So about $1, like this time, we'll see almost 8 minutes to the end of the thing.
Everybody, I
actually want to bid, just to play bid, but I want to make sure I see if I can see.
That's a nice building.
That building, yeah. One man, in fact, let me look at it again.
Because if it all portion between one, really.
Why are they fighting on it? Is there a property? Is there a house on it for it? Show.
Is that in Google pay for you? Google showing anything.
Google show, but sometimes you see 2023 Lele. It's not going to be current date. Yeah.
Well, the woolly now.
It's looking like there is a house on it. It's looking like there is a property on that.
Oh, the woolly to be.
Let me see one tonight. I want to see one tonight. In 18, only 4,000. You cannot buy our family. Ilé máa wà lórí ìyẹn náà. Ilé wà lórí ẹ̀.
Ìgbà ni ẹ máa end.
Alẹ́ yìí. Wọ́n ti bid ẹ̀ wọ 4,000. Kí ló dé? Ó dà ń pé. So sometimes what happens is that tax tí wọ́n ti jẹ lórí ilé yẹn. Lórí tax yẹn gangan ló ti wọ 4,000.
Okay.
That's the problem. That's the reason why the bidding has got started like that. Tax orí ẹ̀ ti wọ 4,000. You know? And with taxes already at 4,000. Value is about 30,000. It's about 30,000. So it's still fine. Value is about 30,000. Let me see it on Zillow.
Pastor, value.
I went to PropWire.
Okay.
I went to PropWire to check. I want to do 18 Lele. I want to do 285 here. So I'm going to bid for this one.
When is it ending?
It's 3 minutes time.
Oh wow.
I'm going to bid
and it's 285 for now.
That's the current bid, but one let it fee. So there is another thing we call, okay, let me show you now. So you say 285. So if I say 295. If I say 295, my won't do actually. So I place a bid now. So the post shift is 300 straight in. So any if you maximum see okay. Maximum. Only if you be 500 see. So that one you're bid on around.
Okay.
So what? But
maximum 10 years office.
Oh, ni more.
And you ma continue to
So, but èmi máa dúró tó bá ti di bí 1 minute or 50 seconds pé ìwọ́kẹ̀ ó fẹ́ a máa bára fà. Kí ni nọ́mbà ẹ̀ 704 ó dà bó kìlọ̀ wá.
Okay, but then you bid this in Luffy show it pay 300 low.
What's 300? Yeah.
So how do we know? Okay, to buy the few seconds to end. How do you know whether that guy actually peg it at 500?
There is no way
you won't know.
But
so
tell me about bidding.
Kick it out.
So that's what I wanted to show you. Where you will set what we call your maximum bid. So let's say I say 310 now.
Okay.
I say 310. But me offer full large. If I say 310 now, so the go 315 straight. So that what is your maximum bid can you accrue?
Any I got to like below 500, Pastor.
Exactly. Yeah. So what my war. I want to my bad joke see them at dancing.
2 minutes.
Wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa wọlé ni ẹ̀rí tí wọ́n máa sáré ń sìn unless tí ó bá sí any other person tó ń bid pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ló.
Ìròyìn tó bá jẹ́ pé òun náà jókòó tí tó mọ̀ pé 1 minute ló kù.
Àwọn èèyàn máa jókòó tì mí àpòsù.
Lórí pé ẹ ti bid ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ méjì ó yẹ kó náà ti.
Ó ti máa set maximum bid.
No, tomati outbid ẹ̀. Ó dà pé ó máa receive message pé wọ́n ti outbid ẹ̀.
Yeah, everybody máa receive message ó máa receive message wọ́n ti outbid.
Okay.
So òun lè sáré padà wá kó nǹkan sáré padà wá kó tún increase ẹ̀.
Okay.
So èèyàn máa ti set maximum tó fẹ́ dé.
Ó ti ń lọ sí few seconds sí bàbá.
Mo rí.
8:59.
No, seconds yẹn gan máa count.
Seconds in what 32, 0:30, 20 something. Time remaining.
Ó ṣì wà lórí 350 o, Pastor. Ó ṣì wà 350 yín o.
Ẹ gbé sí 400 bàbá.
Mi ti gbé sí 400 máa wò ní díẹ̀.
Ẹ ti gbé sí 400 àbí?
Yeah.
Olúwadé kò bọ́ sí wa lọ́wọ́ Olúwa.
So I can't increase maximum bid any 1 second. 1 bid I'm to win. So that's how you do it. So do you see the good thing? 345 look at our bossy. So congratulations. That's how so strategic bidding. Most stretches is 400.
Okay.
So but more is 400 yeah. Mo wá increase kilo ti ẹ pé kíní ẹ náà maximum bid mi mo gbé sí 425.
Okay.
So tí wọ́n bá bid ẹ tó bá ti ẹ fi 400 sí ó máa add $10 sí bí wọ́n ṣe bid ẹ but because time sí mọ́ ṣe mọ̀ pé mo dúró de 10 seconds kò sí time mọ́ tó máa fi máa ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa so bó bá ṣe ń fi sí báyìí ó máa rule out bó ṣe ń fi sí báyìí ó máa rule out bó ṣe ń fi sí báyìí ó máa rule out. Time yà kàn tán ni.
Wà bọ́ sí 345.
So at the end of the day, ibi tí ó bá kú sí ní time yẹn ni ó máa rápẹ̀ sí ups.
So ní ìsìn báyìí wọ́n ti gbé kúrò wà lè rí mọ́.
Okay, so let's refresh the.
So we can't see it anymore. Mo ti rí pé wọ́n ti gbé kúrò.
Ní rí ń bẹ̀ wọ́n. Because ìyẹn ti lọ nìyẹn.
Gbogbo ẹ ti lọ.
Ó máa kó àwọn ti 19 ló máa ṣó sí.
So bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wí yìí sìn tí wọ́n á send email ni.
Wọ́n ti already send email already right.
So individual lè rà àbí corporate lè fi rà.
Individual náà ni mi tí kò ń ṣe company mo fi rà individual.
Individual.
You see,
okay.
Auction has ended. Auction won. You had the winning bid. So. That's
so
all.
It's because you have you've put your information on this
log on. What already log on pẹ̀lú information wọn.
So tẹ́ bá ti share account one of Martini, you will have your login details like that. You can't bid without logging. In fact, you are going to have a card on file. You are going to have a card on file. So bí mo ṣe win yẹn sìn wọ́n ti yọ $100.
$100 máa kọ́kọ́ yọ.
Wọ́n á kọ́kọ́ yọ $100. So to $1 want send the mini email. Okay, you have 7 days to pay the balance.
State of Arkansas, Commission of State Lands.
So if you want to sign up, you go to see.
Because that mo login by login information.
So you just put your information, sign up for an account, and things like that. So, but like you saw what I did here.
Yes.
I really didn't do the research on
that
well, because I just wanted to show you how it is done. Because I mean, so I didn't really do the proper research well, but I just did.
But what's the value of that?
There is no lien. Like I didn't check value.
No lien.
So I just checked, is there a lien or not? I didn't even check if the address is right. But if I put it here, it's not even pumping up here. So I could have, but like if I go back in Hotel show me more. Okay, so I know that the county is New Helena.
Okay.
So I knew the county or the area is New Helena. Other things I'm seeing here is that I'm saying that at least for now, estimation is about $500 for the land. So even with 425, it still looks I'm not able to have full access to check, is there a road, is there all of those things I was teaching you. But I could see that there is no lien, which is okay by me. The county is in Phillips County. It didn't bring me all the information needed for me to check that, okay, it's a good buy or it's not a good buy. But because the price is cheap, it's fine. So this side is just the owner of the property, the name, mailing address. But this is where the property information can come. It's always. And what you need is the property information. So there is possibility that this one that I saw might not necessarily be the right address for the property that I just bidded for. Because I couldn't really get the
and I'm seeing something like
with this Google picture now, is Igborolele now.
But I'm not sure this is the right address.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my thing, because what I'm seeing here.
This place looks developed.
Yeah, this one is looking more developed. Even though it shared the same APN number. But what I'm seeing here, the square feet of this one is to be 68,000. This is like a school. So even me.
And then look at the value.
Look at the value. The value is very high.
Is 176,000.
In my mind, because I've seen that before. And then when I now check, the division is New Helena. The division showing there is different. This one is showing like Yale County.
Yale County.
So in that regard now, it was just like the same thing I said, that it's just like a blind bidding. Yeah, because didn't have the full details of the thing to see what kind of land it is there access and all of those things like that. But if I look at the journey of the land, like the transfer, this is the when the transfer did the issue, from 1945, 2001, 2006, 2011, 2016, they redeemed it. 2017, they quit it again. They sold it in 2020. I mean, so it looks like it's going to be a good one, because the last sales as of 2020 was 8,500 and it has a property on it. So it definitely, that was as of 2020. And the name of the person is there. So it might look like a little better thing. So I'm not able to really see much details here. This look like a river to me. Yeah. But basically, like I said, the bulk of the job is in the research. So like now we see the ones for tomorrow. You see the current bidding, how it started. So if we are to do a research on this, first, we just want to make sure that we can at least confirm the address of the property. So the same thing. So most times, most of them, that's one of the challenges I've seen with some of these properties like this. Like you have to do an extra work to see if you can actually get the real address. Because still, if you have the real address, you can also use the address to search for the property. Another thing is that you can use the name also. Like
of the property owner. I mean the property owner.
Yeah, the name of the property owner. Yeah. Let me try this one. Well, this one doesn't look like it's in Arkansas. This one looks like
because the address of the property owner is not in.
Yeah, the address of the property owner will be different. Yes.
Yes.
The address of the property owner is different. So mostly you are really, if the information is right, once you have the parcel number, you should be able to pull the full information of the property. Like, okay, this one now, this one is telling me it's in Phillip County. There are already 34 people to bid
on it.
Did we not see this one before? Yeah. So when I copy it, I came to PropWire. It showed me something. Let me go to LandGlide. It showed me the same information. So I need to check. Okay, that way is that one we saw earlier, the one that had 34 people on it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one for tomorrow. So what I always advise is, if when you have time, do research. Just first of all, get research out of the way, like research the property, and then you can now, like for instance, if you want to add them to your list, like if I go to this map now and check the information, once you click on this button,
icon,
you add it to the ones you are watching.
Okay.
And then you can also write down the parcel number.
Okay.
Write down the parcel number. So like this one now, you see that the address is showing here, physical address. 145 Highway 44. All right. I want to see the parcel number is this one. If I go to this guy and check, it's 145 Highway 44. He's giving me the same information. So now I will go to Google and check if there is access and if there is amenity. So it's looking to me like this is on the highway. So let me copy the address fully.
And the value is about close to 45,000.
Oh boy.
Farm area, no?
Ilé wájú ni ilé.
Farm area lower on the highway.
Which is still okay. You see the street? This is it. There is electricity. Yeah. There is a little house here. And then there is access. It's on the road. This is, I mean,
look like on the other side is
farm.
On the other side is farm.
That this one is farm, and that's also a very good thing because development is
yeah.
It's not even, it's just like a virgin land. So really so like this now, we have checked we see that there is access. Then you can check on Zillow too. So now the thing is, the parcel number will help you to be able to get the address. And with the address, a lot of information can pump up. So this is telling us that when they access it, the value is 1,500. I want to check from this guy. This one is telling me, number one, I'm interested in the square feet, 7,400, which is good. The square feet is good, and that's big. 7,400.
What was the parcel number for that?
This one we are looking at is the one for tomorrow, 704-02149. And it's only one person, though you bid thereby for $100. So if I check the bid, there is no lien. Wait a minute.
James Gilmore.
So you see, there is no bid on it. There is no lien on it. But taxes over here is 336. So they always want to make sure at least that the cost of the tax is covered.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Pastor, since it's only one person on it now, look like people are not interested.
No. It may not look like that. It may just be that people have probably not done the research on it first.
And they're waiting for...
Then some people like me now, because I'm not just the only one that wait for the last minute like that. That's a strategy that we were taught in class. So some people like me are waiting for last minute like that too. So like, for instance,
Highway 44.
If
it's on Highway 44.
Yeah, so if, let's say, you are interested, what I will say is that let's put a bid. I mean, even if you don't win, you'll know you try. This one is I think this is it. This Philip one.
Yeah.
This is it. It's $100 for that.
What's the value of this one?
So I mean, the value is showing us that. Let me even see the map. The value is showing us that it's about 1,500 thereabout.
Okay, market and assess value. Right?
Just the market access value. You could see just for the land. 1,500. So what I always do, rule of thumb is, I must not bid more than 50% of the 50% less than the market value. So so that at least I have a 50% margin if I need to sell. So for instance, now if the value of this property as at now is 1,500, I can't bid this more than 700, and I shouldn't even get there
at all.
Properties like this,
more than three something.
I shouldn't go more than 400, no matter what.
So, but what about the taxes that is on it?
That taxes is the money they are selling it for.
Okay.
Their own intention and agenda is to cover the cost of taxes.
Okay.
That's
so
all.
The taxes is the 300.
Is the 300.
Okay, taxable value 300.
Yeah.
Then there's one they say estimated taxes $18.
That is now after every year.
Oh.
Because what happened is that the value they put on it, the original value, taxable value is $300 on the land. That is, even on property, the taxable value is different from the estimated value. Estimated value is the value of the market that people are willing to pay for it. Taxable value is the value that they always they reduce it for tax purposes, that the government is taxing you on. So at the end of the day, every year, even if you decide to hold this land and keep it, the amount you are going to be paying on taxes is $18. So what happened to people, why they are selling, the government took over this property was because this, the $18 is small. So people might forget. It will now accumulate for years. After some time, the government will take over the property because you have not paid the taxes on it. So that's what happens to most of the properties that they sell, that they take over their property. So this one is a good buy too, because I see that there is no lane. There is no lane. The size of the property is good. 0.17 square feet is good. We've checked there is a road network on it. We've checked the value is about 1,500. So for me, it's a good deal if so maximum is that you must not bid more than 400. You must not bid more than 400. So that one goes tomorrow. So it's a targeted thing. You target the time of just like what we did now. Like that, okay, 8 o'clock in the cutoff time. So I want to target that 7:40, 7:55. I'm already here seated, watching things, seeing what's going on, how they are fighting themselves. I will do as if I'm not interested. 30 seconds to the thing. You also have to be strategic. You put in your bid, knowing fully well that once you put your bid, they will increase their own. And then you also will wait. 10, 15 seconds to the end. Put in a high, put in a high, the maximum you want to go. So that when they are fighting themselves, time will roll out. And then in between it, you have your thing. So that's the way I say. But more important thing is the research. Check the flood report. Make sure that the flooding is not a flood zone. We want to make sure we are not in a flood zone. So, basically, it's more of the job is more of research. Like this one too, if we let me close all the ones I have. You see this one, there is already 10 people on it. When government, most of their, it's all looking like most of their parcel numbers, they don't pop up. Let me see. Yeah, the address is not there. I can't put my finger on this one. Can't put my finger on it. So most times maybe they are foreclosures and all of those ones. And it's looking like most of these 704, all these ones with 704, they have issues. All these 704 zip code.
Because if the zip code is not, the address doesn't pop up.
Yeah, but sometimes
if you bid, how do you now eventually trace the land or trace the property?
Yeah, that's the thing that. So, but in the deed, you will carry the address.
Okay.
In the deed, you will carry the address.
Will they mail the deed to you or they will send it to your email?
Most, they will mail it.
Okay.
They are supposed to mean it. But sometimes, I mean, because they have a lot of property, it gets delayed. There are some deed I've not collected even now. But you can always call them, you know.
Okay.
Although they told me that they mailed it, that it was returned to them, that maybe my address was not correct or something. So this one now is another one. It's roads, there are properties, there are houses around. I don't remember which one it is. Is this one? 2000. Why is it? Why are they bidding it that high? But the taxes will accommodate to what? Yeah. So once the taxes is already high, and then it looks like he has a property on it.
There's a property on it. It's like the tax about 2,000, right?
Yeah. So one of the ways to check property is the land. I think the land is big. The land is big. There's a single family on it. There's a property on that one. That's why it's that high. Already at 2,000 plus. So research is the first most important. Once you search your property, you do your research, you can note the auction date, note the information as it relates to the property that can aid your bidding for it. Sometimes when you click on the map, you check the data scope, it might get you the address, but the address is not showing for this one too. So you see, even the one that is ongoing, they already have almost 650. 650 properties that must go. And they are in different counts. So these ones are still the one that, for the state of Arkansas, still the one that, you know, gives access to online bidding. There are some other states like that we are still looking into, that in case we are able to bid online.
Okay.
You know, because now, I mean, I didn't need to go physically to the place for us to bid. We just bid, we won, and we are out of it. You don't need to go there physically. This one is in New Helena. The address here is also warranty deed. Oh, so this one I won't go for it because I can't see the details of the land. The square feet is not showing for me. And the square feet is not fully showing. So we focus more on the research work. Gather things that can help to make the decision necessary about the property. So I think that's
for Arkansas.
So I don't know if we have question or something.
What about the one for Wine County, the Philadelphia one?
That's the Philadelphia one we are looking at. Let's take a journey a little into that.
Well, I don't know if Philadelphia one.
If Apostle have any question.
The Philadelphia one is physical. You know, we saw that
that's what I want to play.
And then we have to register ahead of it, but we can do that. we can. So the same process. In fact, good that you brought it up. So let's stop this one. And then, do I even remember?
The question I have is that buying it as individual or buying it as an LLC, what's the difference? Any benefits? What's the advantage?
I wouldn't really see anything like much of difference other than the fact that you have anything you do in business name, you have the tax benefit for it.
Okay.
Business name, if you do it in a business name, it's not in your name, it's not your property, it's the business property that come after you, all of those things like that.
Okay.
You know. But if you do it in the individual's name, if you sell it, you pay, taxes as it were. Like that.
As an individual, yeah. Okay.
So we saw that these ones have different properties. I've not been able to research on which one is the judicial, the depository, and some of those. Maybe we can even call them. So they have a sales date for July. This one is the judicial one. So they use more of control number, and then you will see the price they have already put there. I think from what I was told, theirs goes a little bit higher because their property is always, this is Philadelphia. Things are expensive in Philadelphia. Things are expensive in Philadelphia. So to do the markets, to do the research on this one, once you click on the control number, so let's say we want to do, okay, so let's say we want to check this one. You click on the control number, you can see some few details here. The owner, how the land is, residential, the land use. This is the neighborhood. This is the land assessment. This is the acreage. Assessment is $800. Nobody is living there. So this gives some few information. Then when we click on the county map, the county map will show us little of how the property or the thing looks. So I believe this is it. What I'm looking at, access, there is a road here, there is a road here. It's not a dead end. So the other things I can't see now is, I can't see the address. Oh, I think there should be an address. So this one doesn't give us the so name, acreage. If I can see the address, it will be fine. Doesn't show me the address. Yeah. So this one, the strategy will have to be, we have to depend on the information we are getting from the map. Their own is different. I need to find out how to get the address. Because if we can get the address, that's when we can do the street view and some of those things like that. Address is very important. So like this now, if I bring this to their thing here, it show me some few information. Or maybe I can use the name. It's the same thing. There's so many people with this name. 4,000 people.
And the same address is popping up.
No, the address is not even popping up. It doesn't show address. So this is tax map number, deed page. Yeah. The address is not showing. And then this doesn't look to me like residential. This one will definitely require some. Okay, it looks like a residential. All these things looks like houses. It will require some further deeper looking into. Okay, let me check address here. Maybe we'll check it up. The address. It's not showing the address. Address look more. I think maybe that's why
this one is ending tomorrow.
The receipt. One year.
Way.
No, that bit
does it show? Oh, to July. Okay.
No, can you Hawaii, Philadelphia, and Hawaii?
Okay, to Philadelphia.
We've moved to Philadelphia. This one is showing me. So what we need to find out is how do we track the address? So this one is the repository one.
Can they define to us what that means?
That's why we are the one that we need to get in touch with. This is mailing address. See. I'm seeing the property. The acre is good. There is a street on it. But I need driveways. Okay, let me try this one. Show me this one. It's showing something like Brent Brantwood Road. So this is, so sometimes what I do is that I look for the nearby homes, 1062 Brantwood Road. So I look for the nearby homes and then use the information of the nearby home to search for, to project the address. Okay. Brantwood Road. Okay. So he was able to pull that out. But Lee, yeah. So there might be some address issues there. So, but at least I see that if this is 1062, this one is 1060. So that's a different street. 1062. Yeah, it's hard. Address here shape like that. But at least we can say, okay, this is 1042. This is 1062. This is probably 1050 there, but then let me play around. Then 62. So street map we're going to show. Brantwood Road, yeah. I can see the streets. The information, need more information. Need more information. Oh, wait a minute. What number is it? This is tax map number. Or maybe I use this one to search it. I need to do more search on how to get the real direct address. Because it's showing us owner, it's showing us information about the land, but I need the address of the property.
And some of them shows, because I know the last time I was on the system,
you're able to see something. Okay.
Yes. If you click the map.
Exactly. No, I know I've seen it before, so I was wondering.
Yes. Some of them will give you direct address through the map and all that. When I get to the office tomorrow, I think I'll play on the bigger screen and see.
Yeah. So we can all just play around with these ones and see how we can pull up address, because I know it has the address.
But once we can confirm address, definitely, then we can now.
Yeah, I mean, we can.
This is still the July 4th or something. We can now
still the July.
Make an attempt to.
Okay, this one should be better. This one shows me address. Okay.
I know some of them, the physical appearance is like July ending, like 20 something.
Yeah, that one we saw was for July. This, do I know the one I clicked on now that showed me the full address?
Possibly if you repaste your last copy, whatever you copy last, maybe to show you the.
Yeah, this is it.
Okay.
Hickory Lane, you see, 130-36. 36. That's it. 021267. 021267. This one.
Okay.
Yeah. So once I click it, it brought me the information. The address is 1036 Hickory Lane, Reading, Pennsylvania. Reading on Commander. So let me see if I can pull this number in there. This is it. Win.
Is that the right address?
Yeah, this is the Hickory Lane. See? Hickory Lane. The address of the market value is 2,900. Yeah. This is the address of the owner. But the address of the property is different there.
But the address here is showing 45.
Glover Road. That one is
Glover.
Maybe that's the address of the owner.
Okay.
So what we are seeing, even when we open it, not this one. So that's the owner address. The New York one is the owner address. You see, the land assessment is the same. So the land used is like a campsite.
What do they mean by land assessment?
That's the. Where is that?
Under average land assessment.
The land assessment is the value, the market value.
Okay.
The market value. So, but when we look
at total assessment is 29.
Let me see.
Ilé wà lórí ẹ̀ náà.
Òun kọ́ nìyẹn.
Yeah.
We need the one on Wayne County. You know, it just gave us the. This is just giving us the.
Well, Pastor, this one you can't pull it up on PropWire. Or
yeah, that's why I'm saying that the PropWire information is not popular. So, since the PropWire, Jeffrey, only till there. PropWire is tired. But I saw it on Landglide. Let me try the. I know. Let me try the address again. That one is in Wayne County. This one is not in Wayne County. This one is not. It's a different county. That's one of the things that one needs to be very technical and sure about. Because you might, if you are watching, you might be viewing a different house.
Yes.
And making decision based on a wrong property. That's one of the only thing I see as a downside to this particular one, that it's not easy to.
Philadelphia, àwọn èèyàn dúdú ló wà ń bẹ̀. Orí wọn ò ń pín gbà mí.
The wine county sounds like our people.
Ṣe mọ̀ pé Philadelphia èèyàn dúdú pọ̀ ń bẹ̀, so yẹ tó àwọn wine county wọ́n lè mọ mu wine jù ń bẹ̀, so address máa máa tà ṣe o.
Àdúgbò dúdú ìlú ẹ̀ ní.
There should be a way. There should be a way. I don't want.
Ṣebí táwọn èèyàn funfun láti ṣe lẹ́ẹ̀kan tá a rí pé à ń rí àdírẹ́sì sí ni.
The black man has
black man has always, somebody is lazy at their job. They won't input all the information that is required on the system. They will tell you how to update your way. Yes, just update it. Somebody's not updating that issue.
And this one now, we could see there is access. There is no house here. There is land. There is house here. There is house here. This is a virgin. This is a good land.
The virgin land.
But yeah, and that's a good thing. That's part of what we are looking for.
Yes. And only one leg back there.
So it's just that the way they are doing their own thing is not making it easier to address the issue. Find it. There must be a way. There will be a way for us. So I'll do some further investigation.
I'm not bothered at those first. So,
when okay, this one is given to me. Okay, let me check with the street. Elliot Kosh, this it is West Side Drive.
Okay, Lord, that's cyber truck.
This is Wayne County. These are about 11,000 value residential. But the thing is, county link. Okay, let me check the county. Maybe I can get information. The same map. Why you know look me over here? They are architect. They are. Observe that this thing is not showing the same
yes
place. This particular
one upload. Yes, one. They are not. That site is not updated.
Website. This is the parcel number, but the parcel number is not coming out on PropWire.
The black man has you.
Oh no, Baba. It's
not this one. It can't be this one. It can't be this one.
It's a serious matter. Anywhere black man is managing a property or anything, a business, somebody's not doing their job right.
It's a good one, though. Sorry, but we can see from the map that
the total assessment is 11,000 crores.
Yeah. Well, how much are they selling?
But our Philadelphia equally was cheap as our Arkansas, yeah.
Philadelphia is always like from the 400, 300, they are beginning.
Wow.
Naturally, that place is expensive. Like this one is starting from 347.
Wow.
So this is starting from 347. This is, let me know the control number. Yeah. Starting from 347, and according to what they told me, there are not too much people in this
it appears to
this particular place now.
Yes.
Unless that my coach that is, that guy went with about 300 people to go and buy it. Yeah.
And they all bought something there.
They all bought something. Yeah.
So,
they all bought something.
Yeah, only for any for some information on experience in Qatar and Babombe. Then we can now use that. We can have that information at the back of our hand if we are going there. We just register and just go there next month and see things for ourselves.
Yeah, once we do our research, we'll find maybe 1, 2. I mean, no matter what, you will find something to buy.
Yes.
Find something to buy.
We can go there.
Yes, now, Eja plan with the mind the next month, we can go there.
Okay.
Yeah, because this one is physical.
Physical auction.
This one is physical auction.
So
they will be there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a physical auction, so
okay now.
The bidders are going to be there. This is the house we are looking at.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. We'll just drive down there.
Once we've done our research,
we'll check the date.
We'll check the date, the last day of the bidding. We'll just
one
go
day,
there.
no, Manche.
One day.
I think, what are we looking at? We are looking at the... Oh, okay, we can actually search for the password. Name, control, blah, blah, blah. I need to find out. Yeah, it's the same thing all over. The same thing. So the only thing is that we have to, you know, like I said, we have to pre-register for their own. I think I've sent the form in, so we can fill the form, register for their auction, and then make sure that you are good. So on the day of the auction, that's when we'll eat it out. So this one is July 26th for the judicial one. The repository one, I think the next one for the repository August 23rd. August 23rd. So they start registering from July 1st. But we can try the one that at least we know that it's coming due closely, which is the judicial one.
July 26th.
Yeah. So we just have to pre-register. We have to register. We have to pre-register. What is all we do? I think it's just $25. Non-refundable fee, that's fine.
Oh, $25.
So I send the form to this is the bidder form. It's basic information actually, just the name, address, and then they need a copy of ID.
And it will be submitted online.
I think we can submit it online, yeah. Let me see. They need so we can start. This is the registration period.
June 3rd to July 5th. You can register tomorrow.
Okay, I think I see what happened with this one. You see, this judicial one, the owner have up to the day of the sales to pay for their property.
Yes.
So property someone
but you lose it
on the day of the sales. Owner and creditor.
Only one might be lost repository.
Exactly.
Judicial.
Yeah, I get it now. Yeah. So I think it's just positioning now. That's all we do. Then we can get some information about the Wayne County. Certification was filed. Acting as a resident person. Those who do not pre-register will not be able to participate. We'll confirm how to send it into the confirm. Okay, so I think we should do search on this one, and then in this website I've sent it to. Maybe we can, if you can just give them a call, just ask questions to like.
How do we go about it?
Mailing, so because
mailing
they want to sell these things, they want to sell it.
Yes,
so they are definitely open to information. Like we can ask question about what's different between this judicial sales and all of those things like that. They want to sell it. Tax claim, that's what they call it. Tax claim. Those are the ones that are selling property. So these are the information. The phone number.
Like the phone number one.
And the extension number is there too. So this one is, so you see the repository, I think at the judicial. So there's no offset sale. Judicial repository. So this one is the repository one. The next sales is August. But we have a judicial coming July 26th, so we can target that one.
Okay.
Target that one.
So if we can confirm how to that pre-registration form, is it done online or do we have to mail it?
No, you have to mail it because you have to be notarized.
Okay, that's
you have to be notarized.
Okay.
Well, we'll call and make some inquiries about it.
Okay, to write the office number.
You see, they do not sell over the internet. They will sell in the bureau. Yeah. Okay. See what
makes sense. It makes sense.
I saw it later.
Wow.
So
thank you so much, Pastor.
You are welcome.
So
Pastor Felix, tomorrow I'll send you the invite in the morning.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Pastor. Thank you.
Elder,